Welcome to OLevels Economics Unit 14 Market Failure. Market failure occurs when market forces do not allocate resources efficiently. This means that goods and services are not produced in the right quantities at the lowest possible cost or in a way that best meets the needs of society. While markets can work well in many situations, in practice they often fail due to a number of reasons. When market failure exists, some products may be underproduced, others overproduced, and some may not be produced at all. Common signs of market failure include shortages, surpluses, high prices, poor quality goods, and a lack of innovation caused by insufficient competition and low investment in research and development. One major cause of market failure is the failure to take into account all costs and benefits of production and consumption. Some economic activities affect third parties who are not directly involved. The total impact on society is known as social cost and social benefit, while the costs and benefits faced only by producers and consumers are called private costs and private benefits. When external costs exist, such as pollution from a chemical factory, firms consider only their private costs and ignore the damage caused to nearby residents. As a result, output is higher than the socially optimal level. In contrast, when social benefits are greater than private benefits, such as in the case of higher education, markets lead to underconsumption and underproduction, because individuals do not consider the wider benefits their actions create for society. The socially optimal level of output is achieved when social benefit is equal to social cost. If social costs exceed social benefits, too many resources are being used, and output should be reduced. If social benefits are greater than social costs, society would benefit from an increase in production. A good example of this imbalance is the use of private cars. Drivers consider only their private costs, such as fuel and vehicle maintenance, but ignore external costs like congestion, pollution, noise, and accidents. To correct this, some governments have introduced road pricing schemes that charge drivers more in busy areas or during peak times to reflect the true social cost of driving. Another cause of market failure is information failure. For markets to function efficiently, consumers, workers, and producers must have accurate and complete information. Consumers need to know prices, quality, and benefits. Workers need to understand job opportunities and wages, and producers must know demand conditions and production methods. When information is missing, inaccurate, or unevenly distributed, decisions are made that are not in the best interests of individuals or society. This can lead to consumers paying higher prices, workers entering unsuitable jobs, and firms operating inefficiently. A common example of asymmetric information is when a car mechanic knows more about a repair than the customer. Merit goods are products that are more beneficial than consumers realize and also generate external benefits for society. Because individuals underestimate their value, merit goods are underconsumed and underproduced if left to market forces. Healthcare is a typical example, as some people may not recognize the importance of regular medical checkups. The benefits of good health extend beyond the individual, including higher productivity and reduced spread of disease. Governments may increase consumption of merit goods by providing information, offering subsidies to lower prices, providing them free of charge, or making consumption compulsory, such as vaccinations or seatbelt laws. Demerit goods are products that are more harmful than consumers realize and create external costs. Cigarettes are a common example, as smoking damages the smoker's health and harms others through passive smoking and pollution. Because consumers underestimate the harm, demerit goods are overconsumed and overproduced. Governments may reduce consumption by imposing taxes, providing health warnings, banning advertising, restricting consumption in public places, or in extreme cases banning the product entirely. Market failure is even more severe in the case of public goods. Public goods are non-excludable, meaning non-payers cannot be prevented from consuming them, and non-rival, meaning one person's consumption does not reduce availability for others. Examples include defense and street lighting. Because firms cannot charge for public goods, they would not be provided by the market at all, leading to the free rider problem. As a result, public goods must be funded through taxation and provided by the government. Most other goods are private goods, which are both rival and excludable, including merit and demerit goods. Market failure can also occur due to abuse of monopoly power. When one firm or a small number of firms dominate a market, there may be little incentive to keep prices low, improve quality, or innovate. Firms may also collude to fix prices, reducing competition and harming consumers. Governments attempt to prevent this by encouraging competition, banning price fixing, and preventing mergers that would reduce consumer welfare. Another source of market failure is the immobility of resources. For markets to respond efficiently to changes in demand, resources must be able to move between industries and locations. In reality, labor and capital may be occupationally or geographically immobile, leading to unemployment in declining industries and shortages in expanding ones. Governments may improve mobility by investing in education and training, providing financial assistance for relocation, and offering investment grants to firms. Finally, market failure may result from short termism, where firms focus on short term profits and fail to invest sufficiently in capital goods. While producing consumer goods raises current living standards, investment in capital goods is essential for future growth. If private firms do not invest enough, governments may encourage investment through tax incentives or undertake investment themselves. In summary, market failure occurs when markets do not allocate resources efficiently. Goods with social benefits greater than private benefits are underproduced, while those with social costs greater than private costs are overproduced. Poor or unequal information leads to wrong decisions, causing merit goods to be underconsumed and demerit goods to be overconsumed. Public goods are not provided due to the free rider problem. Market failure may also result from lack of competition, immobile resources, and short-term underinvestment by firms. Thanks for watching.